Attention, please. The stream starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, man. Some of you guys ain't missed that shit right there.
Boy, music to my ears, man.
Boy. This joint podcast. We bizarre. You know, listen, it's a new year, so I'm not going to say guess who bizarre.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Come on, bro. You trying to say I need to put that to sleep, bro?
Please dead that shit.
Come on, man. All right, I gotta find a new one, man. This joint podcast, baby. You know what I mean? LosThaDarkGable. AC, the big homie. We motherfucking building. Woo. Yo, what's good, fellas, man? You know what I mean?
New year, new outlook.
Oh, man, you hit right on the spot, man. New year, new outlook, man. You know what I mean? But listen, there's one thing I'm not gonna stop with though is, big homie, how was your day, bro?
Hey, man, listen, man. I'm blessed, man. New year, you know what I'm saying? New things, you know what I'm saying? New things to accomplish, brother. For real.
What happened with the everyday above ground, John, dog?
Hey, the same meaning, baby.
Well, what's good? Hey, see, how's your day, bro?
Man, my day was good.
Ah, shit, man.
Good.
Yeah, man. I mean, what you sipping on, man? What you?
Take that positive approach, man. I'm just blessed. Like Big Homie always say, any day above ground is a good day.
Absolutely.
Oh shit, man. Oh man, listen, man. We got some good topics today, man. We got some. I think our main topic today, man. I want to talk about, Gunz Butta. Remember that clip from Baby Warrior, man. You know what I mean? Listen, when I watched that movie, man, back in the day, I really didn't understand what was the definition of what he was really talking about.
Man, that went right over my head back in the day. Yeah.
Now that you're older, you like, oh shit, I really know what he's talking about. You know what I mean?
Well, no, but his baby boy, he broke it down to him.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
So
but
how you didn't understand what he was talking about?
Before he broke it down, when he said do you understand the definition between Gunz and Butta?
You know about Gunz and Butta, motherfucker.
Hey, keep on talking. You gonna get this gun, boy. You gonna get this gun butt. Yeah, I mean, you gonna get this gun butt. Man, I think, listen, the first one I want to talk about, man, is some of these kids, man, with some of the violence that's going on today, man.
Ridiculous.
Yo, it is, man. It is ridiculous, man. And I don't know what era did we go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Was it our era? You know what I'm saying? The era after us?
It definitely wasn't us. I feel it might have started probably in that 05 to 2010 type situation till today. That's when shit just started going left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause we ain't get out like that. We were so ready to scrap back in the day. It was ridiculous. You know what I mean? Let's go. I'm gonna meet you as soon as you get off the bus or
it's on.
These niggas so quick to try to catch you slipping or shoot at you, gun you down from behind, just like throwing a stone and hiding your hand type situation. These boys, they ain't trying to not duke it out like men and then we squash it, then we ain't got to live our life looking over our shoulder.
Well, yeah.
These boys out there killing and that shit is crazy.
It's justified.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, like back in the day, man. Back in the day, you would get into a fight. It's a straight fist fight. Rather, even if you got jumped. Yo, look, well, I still got my scrap on. It seemed like these young cats today, man, they just scared to get into a fight.
Yeah, they pride gets so hurt if they take that L, they got to come back with the nonsense. Back when we was doing it, Los and Big Homie, we did it right then and there. Hell, the next 3-4 days later, we the same motherfuckers that got into this fist fight, we hooping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's crazy to me, man.
Yeah.
You know what it is, man? What it is, it's like a scar, man. It's like you take an L or you lose, it's like a scar. It's like, you know, people don't want to be reminded of you, seeing you like, oh man, remember he lost?
Yeah.
It's like they can't take a loss. It's like, I'm not gonna take a loss, so I gotta get you out of here.
You know, back in the day, bitch be fucking with a nigga, be like, yeah, nigga, you got your ass, but yeah, I got some good licks in that, and it was just that. Nowadays, oh yeah, I'm gonna show you. Bitch start picking at you by losing a fight, a fist fight. Nowadays, it's like, okay, bet, I'm gonna show you. Just because somebody was egging them on or picking on them, that's when a lot of cats do come back and do their dirt. A lot of cats will take that L off top, but most of the time it be your partners ragging on you, and then you got to prove to them like, I ain't no punk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And then a lot of these cats, man, they swear they killers. They not real killers. You know what I mean? They not, trust me, a true killer isn't going to be sitting there going to be talking about what he doing or he's not going to pull one of his homies into any of his dirt. He's going to go do his business.
Solo.
Yeah. He going to go do his business and he going to keep it moving.
And keep quiet about it.
You know, he going to keep it. You know, it's so funny. I asked a couple of these guys, I said, yo, man, I asked a couple of youngsters, I said, listen, what is a hitman's favorite gun? And it's funny, me and Plow talk about this. They always say, "Oh, a Glock." No, it's a revolver, and they don't know they don't understand the concept of that or what I was talking about.
Revolver, you hold your own shells.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I mean? So you ain't sitting up there, you spraying and praying, man. You ain't doing nothing, man. First of all, they scared to shoot. That's why they just throwing shots into the wind.
Yeah, sideways, like I was saying, sideways, not looking, running and shooting. You know what I mean? You running one way, but you shooting behind you. I mean, it's like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, it's a lot of these rappers that put it out there too to make it seem all right. Cause you know, we talking about this in a line that popped in my head, and it was by Lil Baby. And I'm knocking what he do, rap, do what you do, little baby. But it was a line do y'all remember, y'all probably heard one of his song where he said AK-47s was in the spot before they made the Draco.
Oh, yeah. You know I remember that. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, now you on some whole nother level of the game shit when you talk about these automatic weapons like that, rifles and AK-47s and Dracos and all that shit that army type ammunition type shit that you got to use. And it's like, it's crazy how it's so easy. These kids get these guns like it ain't nothing, but they dumbasses be in these videos, and you know, it's just like it's the norm. I could go on YouTube, I'd be like, damn, why are these young boys really? A lot of them got cases with it, but they love showing guns in these videos, man. And then these kids looking at this shit
and they following behind it.
He's my favorite rapper. It's okay for him to, you know, brandish guns or show guns or glorify guns or say, well, yeah, this what I do or this what I keep when I'm riding or when I'm doing this. Always keep your gun, you know. And it's like these kids like, okay, well, I need to always have me a gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's out of control.
Yeah, it is. And a lot of them, I mean, I think that it may start with some of these absent fathers.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Not just absent fathers, I mean, but absent uncles. You know what I mean? Or a male mentor.
Male figures in their life.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I've never had I grew up without a father, but I always had male mentors.
Same here.
You know what I mean? Yeah, rather it was somebody, you know, old head in the neighborhood, or, you know what I mean, my uncles or my grandfather or my coaches. Yeah. And, you know, when you're around a man, the one thing you learn, and I'm not talking just a man, I'm talking about a real man, you learn how to take an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? You know how to give an ass whooping. These kids don't know how to take an ass whooping. They damn sure don't know how to give an ass whooping.
just that male figure where you want it and you like, damn, I just want some guidance from somebody. Because I know what I do is wrong, but it's like ain't nobody telling me it ain't wrong. Or, you know, the example like we said a long time ago on the podcast, we was talking about Los, where I didn't have that example of what a man should be or a father or whatever, but I made sure I raised my kids the best way I knew how.
Yeah. Yeah.
That example from other good men I saw, or the fact that my ex-wife and my wife now, they have great male figures in their lives, and I was like, damn, I used to always be like, I wish that was my dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And I mean, and working in the, you know, human services field. You know, I mean, I think the one thing that always just it's just a fucking itch in my craw, I want to say, is how these young males almost act like young females. You know what I mean?
Like I say, little broad.
Yeah. Listen, the one thing I cannot, man, I don't know. It could be a me thing, but I hate to see a man wearing open-toe shoes or flip-flops or sandals. It's just something that just bothers me. I think that's me. Every time I see a dude wearing some sandals or some slides, I would just run up and I just want to step on their fucking feet.
That ain't it at all, man. Like real talk.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because like I say, the males in my family, man, I ain't do that. Yeah, I mean, that's just some shit that we just didn't wear. Like,
outside of our household,
yeah, there you go.
The figure that we did see, they was wearing hard toe.
Yeah, I mean.
Like,
when they told me up.
Yeah.
You know, listen, I remember saying my grandfather was wearing zoot suits.
Yeah,
you know, man, I had pictures. I just remember looking at pictures of me wearing zoot suits. They wear suits and ties every day.
When you say that shit, I could think back and remember my granddaddy when I look. It's like, okay, now that I think of it, I look at like, damn, granddaddy, every day you had a suit coat on.
Can you imagine?
A tie on. I'm like, huh? But that was what they was, you know, how they did things. You know,
on the Pride, they go to Crash Brothers.
Yeah.
On South Street. Bro, listen, I used to work at Crash Brothers, man, when I was a young boy. When I used to come home from school, I used to work at Crash Brothers, man, in the summertime. Oh, man. I remember those days, boy. I had like a bunch of suits from Crash Brothers, man. They was all big. You know, back in the day, you wore your suits big as hell, big and baggy.
You wear everything big. You wear everything a size up because you might grow into it.
Now, I thought that was the style. I ain't nothing about growing into it. I should, you know, the big white tees.
You know, my mom always used to get me a size up every sneaker. I feel like, yo, these Jones big as shit. Well, you might grow into them. Like, motherfucker, these Jones is too big.
Like, big homie, yeah, you had to put on 2 pair of socks type shit.
Right.
Oh, man, listen, no. Yeah, listen, my mom bought me a pair. I was in 9th grade. And it was my first year in 9th grade. So my first year of high school. And my mom took me clothes shopping and she bought me a pair of bell-bottom jeans. And I cried, I said, Mom, I don't want to wear these bell-bottom jeans. She said, boy, you can wear them fucking jeans. You know, my mom, she was, you know, she'll haul off and knock you upside your head. And I remember going to school, first day of school, with those bell-bottom jeans. And I got picked on. Oh, my God, man. I got picked on so hard. That was the start of my drug dealing days. Because I refused to let my mother buy me any more clothes. You know, from then on, dog, it was Adidas, sweatsuits, sneakers.
Hey, bro. You don't want to hear how my drug dealing days went. That shit lasted a whole day for me. One day.
Well, you turned into Gator.
Hey, boy, one day. I promise you, I sold drugs for one day.
1 day. Damn, dog. That's a hell of a career.
The big homie gave me one rock. He said, listen, nigga, you sell this rock, I'm going to put you on. I couldn't even sell that one rock.
Wait a minute, bro. How you not sell one rock in the hood?
I couldn't. That's what I'm telling you. I couldn't. Then let me tell you what ended my drug dealing career was the fact that I'm out searching to try to sell this, and I get home, and the white boy come to my house knocking on my mama door.
Oh shit! Looking for you?
Yeah.
Oh shit! What your mama say?
And ask my mom. Yeah. Is such and such home? Yeah, he. I was trying to see if he had some work.
Whoa!
My mama said some what? He said some work, And we talked about it as I was older. We talked about it. We laughed about it. He was like, yeah, I'm looking for some bass. I was looking for some what?
Yeah.
You told my mama that. So she ran him off. Came back in the room, ain't said nothing, just went to wailing on me. The next day, I took that one rock and that pill bottle back to my homeboy. Said, "Yeah, this ain't for me."
We say, here you can have this back.
You can have this. I'm good.
You're lucky they took that back.
Oh, this was a big home, real good close friend, man. Me and his younger brother was real tight, so that's why he was putting me on. I kept bugging him, and he had all the the flashy cars and whatever. But he knew I played sports, so he always pushed me on that. But he was like, "Yeah,
this ain't for you, homie. This ain't for you."
Yeah, he knew that shit wasn't for me. He that was a good life lesson. Sometimes, you do have some male figures in your hood that, okay, they do all this dirt bad, but they do see something in a lot of these young kids, and they be like, okay, I'm gonna give you a taste of the harsh reality of this game, and let you know it ain't for you. So those were the type of male figures I had in my life. Yeah, you had those ones that want you to do all the bad, but you did have the cats that was really big time cats that really was like, okay,
and that was looking out for you.
None of this. Yeah, you ain't doing none of this. This ain't for you. I'm not finna let you. I'm talking about. When I say this was the big homie, he was the biggest homie in our city. And I'm like, okay, other motherfuckers knew not to even step to me or try to put me in that game because he wasn't having it. He put that word out on AC. He can't get into nothing.
He get a pass.
He get a pass. He can't get into nothing.
He told you, the grown man, what Big Boy said, this is grown man business.
Grown man business. And it's like, I ain't had my dad in my life. So I'm like, okay, I'm listening to these cats. And, I still was a nugget where I wasn't selling no drug, but I skipped school a lot. But when I was skipping school, I wasn't just skipping school. Wasn't that dope? Well, I was skipping school to go hoop, go do this, go do that. And like I said, I was better in basketball than I was in football, but that football draft came first because I went to A&M on double scholarship because I played both in JUCO and then basketball and football. And it's like, but yeah, man, I'm just grateful for the guys I had around me in my hood because a lot of them could have put me on the wrong path, but a lot of them, sure.
Yeah.
Like they would let me use their car just to keep me from being in that life. You know what I mean?
Right.
See,
so I'm grateful.
Yeah, man. See, I think if they would have let you stay on that path, then they're the ones who just wanted to see you fail.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That means they wanted to see you fail. No,
they wanted me to be in the same spot 10, 20 years down the line when I could have did something else. Them the cats,
You know what I mean?
That I definitely stayed away from.
I mean, the one thing I don't know how some of these cats go to jail, come right back out, go right back in jail. That's one thing I cannot fathom.
Yeah.
Listen, jail ain't for me.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Jail,
I ain't built for that shit.
bro. That shit ain't for me,
I
dog.
get down with the best of them, but I ain't built for that jail shit. You say you won't about me. I ain't built for that shit. And I tell anybody, everybody, and I tell my wife, I ain't built for that jail shit. The street shit, I can deal with, but I'm not gonna do nothing to put me in no goddamn jail.
Yeah, nah. Listen,
Take away my freedoms and my liberties. I can't do it, man. It's like to be told when I got to eat, when I got to sleep. When I got
man. You know, listen, you shitting, no doors. You know what I mean? Just
doors, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, I'm locked up. Fuck that.
So look, I remember I had got stopped for tinted windows, and.
Ooh,
Yo, bro, listen. This was the second time in this county I got stopped at tinted windows, and so I'm in front of the cop. Was like, "Hey, man, listen, I gotta take you go see the judge." You know, I'm like, "Damn!" I said, "Man, what you locking me up, man?" He was like, "Nah, you just gotta, you gotta face this ticket." So I'm gonna take you go see the judge. I'm like, "All right, cool." So I'm in front of the judge. You know, white guy, and it was like about 2 or 3 other cases in front of me. So. The case before me, it was drunk driver. He DUI, and this was like his second time he got caught DUI. So now the judge is pissed. He done pissed the judge off before I had to go see him. Damn. The one thing you don't want to do is you want to be behind the case that got called, and they done pissed the judge off.
Yeah, with the case before you, where the motherfucker was acting a fool.
Yeah, man, listen.
It's the judge off. Yeah.
The judge hit him with 90 days in jail right off the rip. 90 days in jail. So I'm like, God damn, the judge mad. The judge is just giving it to him verbally. Just barking on him.
Yeah.
I get called up. Simple ticket I didn't pay. You know what I mean? Normally they just tell you, hey man, pay this ticket. You know what I mean? Get the hell out of my courtroom.
Right.
I'm in front of the judge, man. He like, you ain't paying your ticket. You just gonna disrespect me? You gonna disrespect my county? Send him to jail. What? This motherfucker sent me to jail, dog, over a ticket.
Niggas like, nice.
Man, bro.
Man, hey.
I spent a whole week in jail over a ticket. And listen. A week? Yo, damn. He just ain't sent me to the county jail. He sent me to the prison.
Listen, man.
I'm in the prison. Wait, man, I'm in the prison. Bro, all week, I didn't take a shower. I ain't take a shower all week, cuz.
You ain't gonna do that, cuz I was in 3 days and I like to die. Hey. I went in on a Friday like a dumbass and knew that I couldn't see no judge till Monday. Boy, I like to die. When I got out of there, boy, I smelled like, yeah.
Man, I needed a haircut. Man, I needed all that, boy. Look.
Hey, no shower, no. I promise you. I wouldn't take a shit. I wouldn't eat. Hey, fuck all that. But hey, no, it's funny you said that. I got another funny story, but that's why when we go back to saying I ain't built for that jail shit. So I think I was 14 and I had caught a B&E charge for breaking and entering. So and got caught in the house. I broke into.
How the fuck you get caught in the house, bro?
I fell asleep, nigga.
Nigga. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, big homie. Fall asleep committing a robbery, bro.
Big homie. Hey, that house was so nice.
Hold on, what you say, big homie? Your Jones muffled. What'd you say?
So nice. It was so nice though. It was the bed was man.
Hold on, bro. You laid on the bed was like, oh shit. The bed put you to sleep.
Man, I would eat cereal in that motherfucker. I fell asleep. I wake up. I look out the window. Yeah. I look out the window. I just see police all over the place. So I go to try to hide under the bed. Right. They come in that thing, y'all, and I'm like, oh, damn. So at first the man played stupid. He was like, okay, where you at? Come out. Stuck the gun under the bed. I ain't moved, right? No, I ain't moved. Man, they brought that dog in there, boy. shot my hands from up under that bed so quick. And they dragged me up out of that thing, and my shoes came off. So they took me to jail with no shoes on. But no, this the kicker. Now listen, that's when I knew I ain't built for this shit. Hey, I know this shit funny. So I'm in court with the judge, right? So the judge about to give me my sentence or my whatever, right?
Yeah.
Why I fainted?
Oh shit! He hit her, bruh.
I'm thinking. I'm 14. I'm thinking I'm finna get life or something. I fainted like a motherfucker. All I remember is my mom giving me water and I'm on the ground, whatever. They gave me $100 for community service. Say, yeah, I ain't built for that shit, bro.
Oh, bro, I want to know, man. Hey, listen, the falling asleep part, man. Like,
Bro,
nigga, was you tired?
It was crazy.
I mean,
I wasn't tired. It was just, see, I thought I was a smart little young dumb criminal, so I would get up extra early to go break in people's houses before I go to school. Or I was gonna skip school. I just be in there, you know. Once that school bus left, I circle back around and go start breaking in the bitch house. All I needed was a butter knife to flip that window lock.
He the butter knife bandit.
But what's crazy? No, this the kicker. The house I broke into and got caught into where I fell asleep was a police officer's house.
Oh, bro, you tripping, dog. You ain't surveyed.
Oh, listen.
You ain't do no recon.
It's just breaking shit. And what's crazy about it, they said the lady had, because I saw her gun. It was like a revolver that was hanging over a closet. I was going to plan on taking all that. But they was like, this would have been my biggest lick too, bro. Cause they was like, after I got caught, she was like, yeah, she had $10,000 in the closet.
Oh shit!
Ain't getting none of that. I'm just in there eating goddamn frosted flakes, watching TV, and fell asleep.
That boy said, "Look, I'm hungry."
I was hungry.
He said, "I'm the hungry bandit."
A bad little dude, man. I got to a lot of shit when I was a little low, and that's why I felt always like, you know, it was a blessing for me to get on the straight path and do what I did and start focusing. But outside of that, man, I was solo. I ain't used to fuck with a lot of cats. I used to do everything on my own. Breaking into shit, taking shit. I was a bully like a motherfucker. I used to go to niggas' house to fight their ass. I mean, one time I go to a cat house, he opened the door, I knock his ass. I'm talking about, and his grandma came out and was finna shoot me.
Damn.
I just used to do dumb stuff, man. So I'm blessed, and I try to raise my kids the right way for them to stay out of trouble and make good decisions just off what I went through.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the day, like we've been talking about, man,
I
me,
think,
like you said, Los, it's the lack of father figures in these boys' lives, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of these cats, you know, I mean, their mentality is all twisted. I mean, you're going to make mistakes, especially as a young male. You're going to do stupid shit. You're going to make mistakes, but don't make that mistake that's going to cost you your freedom, or that's going to cost someone else their life.
Right, that erratic, irrational, spur of the moment type.
Yes.
Or just basically a lot of this shit come from, like I was saying, that prove to other mentality, or I can't look bad in front of this person, that person, that I make this bad decision. And while that same person you was trying to impress is out of jail and you doing this 24 to life, then you start to thinking like, damn,
yeah. Listen, I fucked up, and that's the first thing. That's the first thing that's gonna, you know, that's the first thing that's gonna come across your mind. Shit. You know what I mean? I fucked up, and you know when I sit back and I think about my life, and you know, I mean, I wouldn't change I've made a lot of mistakes that cost me a lot of money, a lot of money. You know, but I wouldn't change my life because it's a life lesson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the mistakes that I made back or when I was young and as a youth, you know, makes me the man I am today.
Okay. Well, check this out. I got a question for you and Big Homie, and I'm gonna ask Big Homie first. Big Homie, was there ever an instance in your life coming up, you know, when we were young, knuckleheads, whatever, was there ever an instance where you really had to sit back? Like, you know, I know it was a lot of instances that we all been through where it was quick, like whatever, I'm finna fight, whatever. But was there ever an instance where you felt, let me think about this before I, you know, make this decision? You know what I mean? Because it could have been life changing. You know, because I feel even, you know, teenagers, adolescents, whatever, they do have those moments where it's like, this I better not do this, but then at the same time, a lot of them, like I said, they'll do it anyway because they're with somebody or whatever. But Big Homie, was there ever an instance where you felt or you caught yourself before you made a decision that you knew would definitely affect your life or change your life?
Well, absolutely. Even to this day, that feeling don't stop.
Yeah,
You know, even to this day, it's thoughts in my mind or things that I go through where I be like, man, I want to take this person off of here, but it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Right. At the end of the day, you know, it's about your conscious behavior, because you know any action causes a reaction. And you know, if you do something wrong, you don't want nothing that's going to come back on yourself or your family.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you want to stay away from, you know what I mean? Especially if you know the heat, or you can spot the heat, or you know something that's not, you know what I'm saying, like comfortable with you. All right, let me go this way.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Growing up, man, you know, when you grow up in the hood, man, you get a sense of, not, I want to say fear, but you get a tingling sense of something don't feel right. You be like, you know what? Let me go over here.
Yeah.
Or let me leave, because this, you know what I mean, something don't feel right, or something about to happen. And a lot of these kids don't have that awareness. That's why a lot of them are in trouble, or they getting themselves put in certain situations because they don't have that certain type of senses. Like,
or that a certain would say, well, no, man, I'm not, like, if they ride, like what I see a lot today is like a lot of these kids, they click up, and you know, regardless, it ain't even got to be a gang situation. They click up. And then my homie doing this, I'm going to ride with my homie. You know what I mean? And it's like not understanding the complications or the repercussions. It's like, okay, yeah, I done roll with my homie, not knowing his plans or what he had going on. But at the same time, they get caught up because it's like they don't understand. And yeah, you ride with your homie, but just because your homie pull the trigger, you gonna get the same time he finna get.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's like, Big Homie made a lot of sense. It's like you got to pull back sometimes. You got to look at it and be like, man, I'm good. I don't give a fuck what you think about me, and that don't make me no less of a man or make me no less of a G or you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm not finna throw my shit away because the fact that you mad because this nigga put a heart emoji or liked your girlfriend picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. What about you, Los? I mean, have you found yourself in situations like that coming up, or even to this day? Because yeah, Big Homie made a lot of sense. To this day, I'm like, damn, like I can get agitated for a bitch cut me off in track and be like, how dumb can you be? Knowing I got my piece on me, but then I'll be like, nah, okay, I'm not finna flash it, I'm not finna whatever, but you really caught me at a bad moment. The timing was wrong a lot of times, but then I pulled myself back because a lot of people get my timing wrong, and I be like, man, you shouldn't have did this at this time. Then I think about it, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna chill.
I think, you know, I mean, my I would say my life-changing moment was, all my friends know, you know what I mean? Like I used to, when I was young, I used to sell drugs when I was young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think, and I'm not talking like when I was younger, I'm talking when I was in my teen years.
Yeah.
And I think my life changing moment, because that at that time that was the only thing that I knew. You know what I mean? Growing up in the hood, you know what I mean? My stepfather was a drug dealer. My my uncles, my cousins, you know what I mean? Everybody just sold drugs. You know what I mean? That
Everywhere you look,
everywhere you look. You know what I mean? That was the norm. And my life changing moment was when I found out that my mother was taking drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I stopped. You know what I mean? That's when I stopped making dumbass decisions. And that's when I stopped. So, you know what? Let me start applying, you know what I mean, my talents, you know what I mean, my gifts. I mean, now mind, you know what I mean, I played football, but I was never the fastest. I was never the strongest. I was never the biggest, but I've always outworked people. You know, one thing I would tell is, listen, no one will never outwork me. You know, you could be bigger than me, you could be stronger than me, you could be faster than me, but you damn sure gonna not outwork me. So, you know what I mean, that was when I started applying, you know what I mean, my passion for the streets until, you know, my passion into the books and into, you know what I mean, my after school, you know, curricular activities, like when playing basketball, playing football, you know what I mean, playing, you know, baseball. I love playing baseball. So I said, I think that was the moment when that was the eye-opening moment. Now, anything after that, you know what I mean, I got into fights, got in trouble, stuff like that, you know what I mean, but never to the point where I never would let my anger get the best of me like it was at that night I found out that my mother was taking drugs, to get me to the point where I'm going to take someone's life. I mean, if I would get into a fight, I'd be like, okay, listen, Chris, man, hold my peace, man, because, you know, we're going to knuckle up. You know what I mean? You know, I'm knuckling up with somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, I would never let anyone get me that mad to where I had to take a life, and hopefully no one would attempt to take my life.
That's it.
You know, so I think that was around when I was 18, 19.
Yeah, you was up there. You was up there. Hell, it's crazy you said that, and I feel the brotherhood we have between all of us, which allows me to be as candid as I am, you know, saying different things, because I fuck with you and Big Homie. It's like, you know, when you said that, you know, I lived that on a major level, because a lot of people don't know, you know, I was brought up in Florida from a young head, but I was born in New York, and my mom was on drugs real bad. And I remember an instance, and now that we talking about these guns and different reactions, whatever, if I had a gun, I would have shot these cats. But it was an instance in my life. I was a young cat. You know, my mom, my biological mother, who I really don't fuck with because she wasn't in my life. My aunt raised me, and that's why I consider my mom. But I recall so vividly, man, and I'm 48, and I might have been around 10, where, you know, I was with my mom, you know, for a minute, and, you know, the different things I saw her do, different dudes, you know, and it was always, you know how that go, dude mess with your mama, so he gon', you know, try to get you shit and give you stuff because he messing with your mama. You know? So I remember this one cat, man, I'm talking about, he used to give me, like, I remember he bought me some Ewings, you know what I mean? And you know that.
The Pat Ewing, the Adidas boy.
Yeah. Young nigga, he bought me some Ewings, and he bought me, you know, back in the day up north, we was big on them boom boxes. So he bought me a boom box, you know, with the little speakers, you know, the one you carry, got the cassette, you know. So, you know, I'm good, I'm chilling, you know, because I was always by myself all the time, because my mom was always on some shit because she was on drugs. And you know, I'm good. I come home from school, I got my boom box, I'm jamming, I'm recording shit off the radio, you know, I'm good.
Yeah.
So one day I'm walking down the street coming home from school, and this was an elementary school situation. I'm like, okay, that looked like my boom box. I'm looking at the dope boy that they used to be out on the stoop, like in the middle of the block. 4, 5 of them, and I'm like, that looked like my shit. So I rush home and I look and my radio gone. So then I'm like, okay, that's my shit. And being young and dumb,
you try to get it back.
Yeah, I'm a little kid, so I step to them and I'm trying to get it back, trying to fight these dudes, man. And I remember like yesterday, one of the bigger dudes, the nigga hit me like I was a grown man, and I fell, whatever, but I'm still trying to fight because this is mine. That's my radio. Give me my boom box back. You know what I mean? And then after it all was said and done, he was telling me, yeah, man, your mama gave us this boom box for 2 dime rocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. You know what I mean? I couldn't fight. After that, I was like, because I already knew, because I seen my mama. I walked in my real mama smoking and whatever, acting a fool, got all these different men around or whatever. I've been, man, I got so many scars just from my life, man. And it's like, people don't know. That's why I said, and I keep I write bits and pieces about this book, and I'm going to get it done eventually. But it's like, man, I had a rough life. And it's like, first of all, just to know my mom was doing what she was doing real bad. It was like, that hurt that, because basically I was fending for myself. Like, it was like she would leave me at the house weeks at a time. I remember that shit. And I'm like, if it wasn't for the neighbors, up north, New York, Philly, whatever, you live in these 3-story brick-like type tenements, got a basement, whatever, and the people upstairs, because we lived at downstairs in the basement area, and it was like they was making sure I was eating.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had some rough shit, but just the fact that, like I said, and what we talking about, and that touched something with me when you said, because I never, as much as you talk about your mom since I know you, Los, and you've always just talked good about your mom.
Yeah.
It's the first time I heard that from you.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I get my mom.
07, Lo. We was trying to do our shit
back in the day, bro.
It's been a minute, man.
So funny, man. We talk. Yeah, we talking about guns, and we talking about.
I met you soon. I moved to Atlanta, Los, and no, it wasn't. It was 2010. As soon as I moved to Atlanta, I forget old girl name. What was old girl name that we had working with us at the time?
You talking about Renee?
Was that Renee? No, the one I had that was down in
Denise.
Georgia. Denise, that's it.
Denise.
With her crazy ass.
Yeah.
But Denise was very hard too. But
Denise Bowman. There you go.
Yep, that's it. Denise was down for us as well. But it's like, me and her talked on a lot of cases, and she would tell me nothing we went through, bro. Denise told me she went through some shit when she was coming up as a youngster. Yeah, man. She used to let me know like shit like she got pregnant from her own daddy.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
deep.
Denise screwed up, but she was a soldier for us, man. And
Denise. I haven't talked to her in a minute.
I haven't either since I left Georgia. I haven't, and that was like when I left Georgia. And that was 2013.
Yeah, I haven't talked to her in a minute. And what's funny, man?
You remember when she turned us on to them little Mexican motherfuckers? That was all at the Grammys and all that shit.
Oh yeah, the music cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's funny? I still see them on the book.
They be on the book?
Yep. I still see him on the book. But it's funny, man. We were talking about guns. I clipped the scene from we talked about it earlier. I clipped the scene from Baby Boy. We were talking about Gunz Butta.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Which is like the main topic of the night. Talking about Gunz and Butta.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The difference between Gunz and Butta. Actually, I did not know that was a statement from 1960. And it's just crazy. You know what I mean? That was...
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. You know, same from 1960. And again, remember when we said, when Ving Rhames had said that part in the movie, when he was like, "I'm just y'all guns, y'all little nigga with Gunz and Butta," I'm like, all right, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I mean? But then when he broke it down, I'm like, oh shit, all right. As a matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play the clip.
Yeah, play the clip.
Yeah.
That's some real shit.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit. And you know what's fucked up? They don't teach economics in school anymore.
At all.
As a matter of fact, did they teach economics when I was in school? Oh,
I
man.
don't elaborate on it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just tell you what they want to tell you.
Yeah. You know, and so, you know, growing up, you don't really understand what your credit worth is, what credit is. You know what I mean? When I was in school, they just gave you a credit card. You thinking that shit free money.
Bro, right. That's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's me. I didn't learn nothing about that shit in high school, but when I got to Texas A&M, these bitches sent me an application for a credit card, and I had a A&M credit card. It was a MasterCard, but I'm like, okay, but y'all let me
Because you know why? You know why? Because the goal was to keep us in debt.
That's true.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Shit, I do you one better. I do you one better. Schools don't even teach about life skills or starting or entrepreneurship, starting your own business. Schools want to just keep you in the state. They want to make workers, factory workers. And what I mean by factory workers, I'm talking they just want to just teach you how to just be a generic worker.
Right.
You know what I mean? For these big businesses.
Right.
There are no trade schools.
A laborer.
Yeah. They're not teaching. Schools aren't teaching you anything. You know, what the fuck do you remember from school that actually taught you anything, bro?
But I think I kind of put on. I think credit and other literacy, it should be taught by our parents. Like, if your parents is in your life, I think they should really school kids on credit and understand.
They ruined they shit or they had bad experiences. They should let you know what is what you need to do. To
bad or good. They should always
protect your credit, because that means more than anything right now.
Right, because they're the ones that went through it. So I think parents should be the forefront to teach our kids about credit. Because because like I said, growing up, when you went to college, remember, it used to be tables out here. Huh? Sign this, you get a credit card.
Yeah.
Sign this, you get a credit card.
Yeah.
Hey, I done had like 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers. I'm gonna buy PlayStations. I got Timbs on my feet. I'm like, I'm eating out here, dog, charging.
Yeah. You swear like that shit was free money.
In the airport too.
And my parents, and like I said, my parents never was like, don't do that, don't get that, don't like. They never said nothing to me. And I was just like, that was just like one of those like thing, like, damn, like you didn't even school me on this. Like, you let me just take the fall. Like, I will never let my kids take the fall to no credit shit. Like, never, man. Now, like, I know about it. Like, now, like, I'm old enough and I know about it and I'm aware of it and I know what to do and how to do it and how to take. Like, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna teach them the same thing.
I have no 500 credit score. I bet you that. Because I've been there.
Yeah.
My kids will not go through that.
Yeah. I mean, because look, man, it's a lot of stuff that, for one, we already behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
We behind the 8 ball because, man, we're born black, bro.
You understand?
Yeah, I mean, you already behind the 8 ball. So the things that I know now, I will gladly teach, to my children about real estate investing. You know what I'm saying? Stocks, bonds. You know what I mean? Stock market. You know what I mean? Things that I didn't learn until I was like almost 30.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you best believe some of my counterparts that I played with, you know what I mean, some guy, they already knew about that shit when they was in their 20s.
Right.
Because their families already had that.
Because you was taught to work and provide.
Yeah.
You was taught to just work, pay your bills, and live. You know what I'm saying? You was taught to work until you're 60, and then you retire, and then you get the pension, and you're supposed to live on a farm or paradise when you down at 60. That shit not guaranteed.
Dying.
Right. That's what you was taught. That's how America keeps evolving. They're not going to tell you to invest your money in, put your money in these 401ks or these IRAs and things like that, or these CDs or stuff like that. They're not going to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want you to survive.
Oh,
It wasn't meant for us to be here. It wasn't meant for us to, you know what I'm saying, live lavish and, live a good life. Like, it was meant for us to be in debt so the world can keep going round and round and round and round. The richer get richer and the poor get poor. And once you break that cycle, you know what I'm saying, then you start seeing the real, like, oh, okay. Right, I get it now.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, listen, this is the one thing that I learned, and I got older. When you're rich, there is no racism. It's just rich and poor. Because the rich they're friends with everybody who's rich. Black rich.
yeah.
White rich, yellow rich. It's rich versus poor. There's no such thing as racism.
And you at that level, you right.
We at that level. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, I hang with old Bobby Joe.
But I promise you, I teach my kids financial responsibility. I promise you. I just had this conversation with AC the other day. I said, well, you just graduated from college in May of last year. I said I was going to give you till January to start handling your own business because I'm paying your car note, your rent, to start handling your own business. And what made me, was a proud moment for me was for AC to say, without me having even telling, Dad, it's January. I got a CashApp with him. I'm like, okay, Dad, I just wanted to let you know it's January, and I've always heard what you said, and this is what I need to do, and I need to be a man about mine. So, he sent me his car note payment and his rent payment. I ain't even had to send a motherfucking thing.
Okay.
So that was a proud moment for me as a father, you know what I mean? Because I don't want them to struggle like I did as far as definitely, I'm not going to sit and say my life been perfect, but credit situations have been bad, you know what I mean? It's like I'm just now at 48, my credit score is almost back at 700. And, it took me a long time to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get it back up there.
Yeah, just trying to build on that. And it's like, I refuse to let them do the whole get caught up in that. Cause like you were saying earlier, Los, when I got to college, you had these kiosks and these little stands. Okay, you get in college. Okay, well, apply for this. You can fill out this and get this credit card for this. And that's the shit I did because I didn't have nobody teach me that responsibility. So I'm like, okay, as soon as I get the car, I get a credit card, you give me $2,000 credit limit.
A platinum. You got a platinum American Express.
No, real talk. When I first got to A&M, they offered me a credit card and I had $2,000 credit on. I'm like, okay, damn, y'all giving me this money like that, not understanding. Knowing I can't pay that shit back, but spending it. And then when it was time to pay back, I couldn't. Finding out this shit affecting my credit score, which is something that you need, which we weren't taught that you need later on down the line to be able to purchase homes, cars at a low rate, whatever, not understanding all those aspects of it. You know, my thing is this: at this point in my life, I'm trying to get my shit together. I don't care who appreciates me, give a damn about me, but I'm gonna take care of mine. I'm gonna take care of mine.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean? I put mine before myself on every level, all the time. And it's like, if I can keep you straight, I get myself back right eventually, but I'm gonna make sure mine's
It's handled. Yeah, it's tight.
good.
Yep.
Wife, my kids, and that goes for my 3 kids and her 2 kids, which I consider my own. But if any instance come up or whatever, nobody got to worry about nothing. My heart is pure, and I mean what I say, and I love and take care of my family.
That's what I'm talking. My guy, dog. I'm gonna give you that right there, bro.
Yeah, let me get some
Nah, man, let me give you that right there, bro. Oh man, hold on. Speaking of family, dog. Hey, listen, hey, big homie, did you know that AC married now?
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
December
Let me
1st.
give him another one, dog.
Dang.
Yeah, listen, hold on. I got one for you. Hey, AC.
Yo,
Did you know that big homie engaged? Yo, bro.
no, yeah.
Yeah. Get that right there, bro.
Congrats, big homie. Congrats, man.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
He pulled that trigger.
You gonna make an honest man out of you.
Yeah, I mean, he took the finger off the trigger guard.
Yeah. Gunz Butta and marriage.
Yeah, I mean, Gunz Butta marriage, man. You know something, man. I think that I don't know, man. I feel like I want to start a program, man, with teach some of these young black kids the difference between Gunz and Butta.
We could do that.
Wouldn't that be?
Bro.
Yeah, man. Wouldn't that be? Because there are no intervention programs out anymore, man.
It's not. It's really not. You know what I mean? Like, guidance is far and few in between with these youngsters these days, man. It's like, it's so many coaches, programs, mentors. They keep saying that, but we still falling at the wayside because there's still situations going on. And I'm huge on the black community and especially my young black men. And it's like, I'm only one person though. You know what I mean? It's like we need a village, man.
For real. Hey, you know what? Speaking of programs, man, yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I am happy for the young man Hamlin, man. I really like that kid. Kid, man. His program, man. What is up to almost $10 million, man, for
almost 10.
Save the Kids program. I've got the name of it. Let me see.
And I hate it happening the way it happened, but at the same time, to see that love that's being shown to him, and like he said, and if you read it when if you ever read it, just his general or his initial, focus on that or his initial cause, he was only trying to raise $2,500. $2,500.
Yeah, but man, things happen. I've always said, things happen for a reason. I mean, this unfortunate accident, but maybe God had another calling for him.
There it is.
Maybe God had another call. Because I mean, look, the kid. I remember the kid from Pitt. I remember this kid. Because the kid he was a baller. He's a hell of a baller, and I mean, the kid can play. But maybe God had another calling for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just hope that the Buffalo Bills do right by him.
I do.
You know what I mean? Not only just paying out his contract, but really do right by him.
I think they will. And it's crazy. It's like his situation kind of touch home for me. Is like And you know yourself, Los, where we might have had injuries that we knew were major or severe, whatever. But we knew if we had the ability or just the little bit of will to keep playing, we had to keep playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
You gonna play.
We didn't want to lose our spot or our position or the fact that we, contract year,
What's the saying? You can't make the club from the tub.
Yeah. And it's like, we knew this, and it's funny.
Hey, Ty, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Listen, they find you in the hot tub, dog, or the cold tub. You can't make the club from the tub.
Man, I walk in, see you in that training room. All you can see is the motherfucker head be like dropping, like, God damn.
Hey, because you know what it is, man.
This motherfucker, he in the cold tub, hot tub, training room.
You know, because it's so much, big homie. Let me tell you, dog. It's so much politics, man, in sports, and I don't think any other sports is as bad as football.
That's the worst.
Yeah, like you can come from a small school. You know what I mean? I went to a small school. You can come from a small, but you could be a hell of a baller. Now, this was back in the day. Now, it seems to be a little better. But back in the day, you came from a small school, and you were trying to make the club. Oh, bro, hell no, dog. Hell no, dog. They would pick a bum from USC instead of a baller from fucking Cal State Fullerton.
Yeah, for real.
I'm dead serious, dog. It was all about the school you went to, the coach you played for,
the school status.
That's it. That you could be a fucking baller coming from like a D3. Man, they just, oh yeah, man, put them on a kickoff team. Put them on the receiving team.
Something, special team, something. It was like, almost like, okay, damn. And as that player, you was like, go home every day, but you come out like you just a beast, but you go home every day and be hurting like a motherfucker.
Hurting like a motherfucker. Oh, X, what's good, X? Man, what's good, bro?
Yeah, but you had to go out there and perform.
Listen,
you had to do that.
Let me tell you, I remember I got into an argument with the coach, man, because he put me on the bench. And I'm sitting there saying, and I'm fucking tears going, I said, I can play this fucking game. Man, I got grinded up for that shit, dog. But that's, man, it's so much politics, man. It's sports, man. A coach come along, he don't want you because he want to bring his own people in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll cut, man.
Trust me.
It was, and AC, I want you to attest to this. It was, when it was pure, it was the high school. That's when the shit was pure.
The shit was so pure in high school, man.
Man, that's when football was pure, boy.
Man, look here, man. Just like
bro, big homie, I'm trying to tell you, dog, that's when the shit was fun.
If a new coach come in, just like you said, new coach comes to the situation, don't know you like that, whatever. And then me, and the example I got was coming from the league and having to go play in Canada to try to get back. You know what I mean? Them coaches really ain't know me like that. So the first year I was in Canada, I had one coach. They knew about me because they followed me in the league with okay, boom, ball, got hurt, had to sit down. Then they fired him, and it was a new coach come in. And then next year or whatever, he looked at it as okay, because I had my partner that I played with in New Orleans, so we both had experience in the league. So we up there on this team, 2 NFL receivers, and we out there, we together, we doing our thing, we balling, but at the same time, that coach like, I really don't know these cats, and that's what that was.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go with the motherfuckers I know.
I got hurt. Then it was like they dogged the fuck out of us. So by that second year in Canada, I was like, okay, this is my opportunity to get back. I'm leading the league in Canada, receiving whatever. Then tore my knee up, had to get knee surgery, and that was it. But then that's when I lost the love for the game, and I wasn't trying to get back no more after that. So, yeah, that's real, bro. It's like, man, high school was the purest shit
That's
ever.
the pure, man. That's the pure of the game, man.
And just like, if you remember, we was talking earlier about gun charges, whatever. Because out of high school, I signed with the University of Miami. You know, big time program, whatever, but I caught a gun charge. So I lost my scholarship and I got expelled, whatever. So
they said, give me that back. Give me that back. You don't deserve this.
Yeah. So that's why I had to take the route I took. But one thing I've always been proud of, I could have quit, but I didn't. I ain't give a fuck how hard it was going to be. I said, well, okay, fine. And I had a coach that was like, I'm going to take you up here. We're going to go try it at all these JUCOs in Texas. First JUCO we went to, boom, you know, got a scholarship. By the second year in that JUCO, won a national championship. You know what I mean? So that's when I started getting those major colleges back at me again. And being that I was in Texas, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Texas A&M because right now they was number one in the country. When I signed with Texas A&M, when I came out of JUCO, they was number one in the country. I'm like, okay,
you like shit. Why not play with them?
Right, I'm number one in the country on the junior college level. Won the national championship. I'm finna keep going because I'm thinking I'm finna win another national championship when I go to Texas A&M because we number one in the country on the NCAA level. But that shit went left so quick.
He's a big guy. Had different plans for you, bro.
Yeah, we was whatever, but at the same time, you know, I had a great career at Texas A&M, and I was touted to be first round pick, whatever. Miami Dolphins told me out their mouth, called me, because they, and people understand, because I hold on to this shit like.
So wait, I want to know this, dog. So if they told you, how come they didn't pick you, man?
I'll tell you how. Now, this 97.
What was the receiver they picked? What was the receiver they picked?
Yatil Green.
Yeah, he was from Florida, right?
He was from Florida. He played at University of Miami. He had a good year, but he only had like 700 yard receiver, whatever. But he worked out at the combine. And when he ran his 40 at the combine, he ran like a 4.3 something. Now, mind you, bro, I was a 4.2 cat. And listen to agents and dumb shit. I went to the combine. I did not run my 40, and I did not do the on-field drills. I met with the teams, and then I left. Listen to my agent.
Oh man, he did it. Hey, Big Om, he did that Dion shit. He did that Dion shit. He jumped in the limo and spit.
No, I ain't do that Dion shit because Dion ran his 40.
Dion ran a 40 and left.
No, Dion ran his 40 and left. I ain't do none of that shit because they was in my head, and Dolphin was like, yeah, we're going to take you with this 10th pick. And I'm like, that would.
He's like, well, shit, y'all going to take me, so I ain't running this shit.
This my city. This what I came up and to get drafted by the team of my city. I'm good. But I'm sitting there, I got about 50 niggas at the house because you know I'm coming out of college. I'm good. I got cars, I got a nice ass condo, I got everybody at my house for the draft that I came up with. And we sitting there and I'm like, okay. First day done went by, bitch ain't called me, so that 10th pick went by. I was like,
that popcorn potatoes got stale, huh?
Damn.
That popcorn potatoes got stale.
Bro, all my people left in the rest of the draft and the rest of the weekend, you know, because the first day everybody knew I was going on the first day. And it was like, fuck it. So the next few days, I ain't had no bunch of people at my house. I was like, I'm whatever. I'm chill by myself,
Yeah.
whatever. Cause this shit really disappointed me, let me down. Cause I'm listening to
I
folks,
bet that
whatever.
is, man.
Yeah, I'm promise you, bro. Cause I'm like, these same folks, yeah, you good. You ain't got to work out whatever. But at the same time, they breaking me off left and right. I'm talking about 50,000 here, 100,000. Anything I need, they was giving me, and I was spending like I was a fool, not understanding.
The difference
Which is
between
something
Gunz and Butter.
Yeah, Gunz Butta.
Hey, I mean, big old, I did the difference between Gunz and Butter.
That's why I tell these kids these days, don't let these agents say these dreams, okay, like it's just they give you something for nothing. So, but when I fell to the fourth round, and I'm like, okay, I ain't get a call till Sunday. The draft started that Thursday. I'm like, okay, fine, fourth round. Okay, I'm in there.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna do my thing. I already know I'm gonna do my thing, but it's like I fucked up. Listening to these folks where they throwing money in my face, this and that and the third. You know what I mean? So I signed whatever, bro, and big homie, I'm like, okay, fine, I done signed this cut, okay. But a fourth round contract ain't the best contract. That shit maxed out at like in the fourth round in '97, maxed out at about 330, like 330,000.
So what was you getting per game?
Shit, back then I might have been getting 7,000-8,000 a game because in the NFL they tax you 41%, and that was back then. I'm sure it's bigger now, but it's like okay.
You said they were taking 41%.
41%.
God damn.
Oh yeah.
They might as well take 42. Shit.
So I ended up getting $130,000 bonus, and like compared to the loss I had, because if I'd have went with that 10th pick, I'd have got like $1.8 million bonus. But listen to just not doing what I knew I could do, but thinking I was there, you know what I mean? So that was so. Regardless, with that 130,
yeah,
that shit went straight to my mama. I bought her a house, you know what I mean? Shit like that. And I was like, okay, fine. It took me a minute. I was like, damn, I fucked up, but I'm gonna keep grinding, whatever, balling, whatever.
Yeah, now. Yeah. Oh
so,
man, that's
you know what I mean. By my third year, I was good. They 1,000-yard season by my third year, and that was my contract year ended. So I actually thought they were gonna give me a good deal my fourth year, but they tendered me. They were like, okay, yeah, he had a 1,100-yard season, but can he do it again? And I'm like,
they wanted to see. They wanted to see was that season a fluke or not?
What? That was my first season. Like, okay, they tendered me, and the tender was 1.3 million. So, I'm making $1 million. I'm good, whatever. But
they want to see what the shit a fluke or not.
Yeah, knowing the only reason I did what I did because I had my dog on the side, Michael Westbrook, where they couldn't double both of us. So that was the year we both ended up with 1,000 yards, and they hadn't did that with 2,000-yard receivers in Washington since Art Monk and Gary Clark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just knew, but then they tendered me that next year. But then Westbrook got hurt. And, he was their third pick overall a few years back, like a couple years before I got there. So, he was their golden child. They was expecting him to do big things. But he always stayed hurt. So when he got hurt, that fucked me off bad. You know what I mean? Where
now you get the doubles.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
Now you get the doubles. Yeah.
It wasn't another cat. We had some, and really, I really love the cats that I played with, but they couldn't get it done. So it was like with them not being able to get it done, the other side teams, you know how shit go. Los teams are game plan for certain people. So it's like, okay, then I'm starting seeing these game plans where I'm seeing double and triple teams.
Slide a linebacker over to your side.
Right.
You know what I mean? Slide a motherfucker safety over to your side.
With the corner right there. So it's like, I'm seeing all that shit. I'm like, damn, because with Westbrook on the other side, they couldn't do that shit. They couldn't double either one of us. That's why we had that good year. But with other cats that was coming up, they was like, they couldn't. So teams wouldn't respect that or game plan for that. So it was like, damn, they know I'm doing my thing. So they was double teaming me.
They on your top. They on your top.
I still had my 100-yard game here and there. And then, if you remember, even without Westbrook, I had a 200-yard game, 203 touchdown game. But it was like, still, it was hard. And then with the shakeup with the coaching, where they fired North Turner, it was just a bunch of shit. So
you know what, man? We need to put together a flag football team between all of us.
Well,
we need to get down. We need a big homie. We need to get down Florida, dog. We should have a old man flag football game.
I played that shit from 08 to like 2012, and I used to travel with that flag. Like that flag football shit is huge, man.
Man, listen,
right now it's bigger than ever. But back in 08, when I first got down, when I came back home, whatever. Man, when I say me and my homeboys that I played in JUCO with, that man, I tried
to do that shit, I was out of breath, dog. I can't do that shit no more.
$1,000 tournaments, bro.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, we was doing that shit 4 times a year. The biggest tournament we played in was like a $50,000 tournament. We won that shit. But I mean, you got 17, 18 cats on the squad. You got to split that shit. But niggas wasn't even working a regular job because they do this shit for
just play flag ball
shit.
Shit.
I was good with my little $4,000-$5,000 cut. I was good, but it's a lot of cats out here that play this shit for real and live off this shit. That's how huge this flag football done got, man. The niggas I was playing with back in 08, they still playing right now.
They still playing? Man, what's that? The old folks league, dog?
It ain't even old. These cats, you're not gonna get hurt like we got hurt playing the contact situation. So these cats can play long because when I was playing, it was quarterbacks that was damn near 50 years old in that thing doing their thing.
Still slinging the ball. Hey, big homie out there slinging. Old motherfucker Terry Bradshaw.
For real, bro.
Oh man,
football shit is huge, man.
Oh man, listen, we coming way past the hour mark, man. That's what's up, man.
We done went about to 9:30.
Yeah. Hey man, listen, bro. We had a good one tonight, man. That was a good convo tonight, bro.
Good convo.
We back. This joint podcast, man. We fucking back, man. Season 2.
We back. You know
what I'm saying?
I'm good. As long as I know Big Home in the building, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, man. AC, Big Homie, LosThaDarkGable. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's get the fuck out of here. I gotta go get me something to eat.
Get the fuck out of here, because
this joint podcast, man. We out, man.
I'm trying to make it.
Yeah. AC, man, take us home, dog.
Man, look here. We out.
Yeah, go.